Devon and Abby pepper Burrow with questions and learn that Mariah was heading west on Highway 66. They also got the make, model, and color of the car. Devon's encouraged. Burrow asks if they know why Mariah would be headed west. They come up empty and decide to call Sharon and ask her. Sharon can't think of any reason why they'd be headed out west either, but tells him she'll head over. Abby insists on flying out closer to where they were last seen. Burrow agrees to come with them. In a diner, Mariah entertains Dom by making faces with ketchup. She used to play this game when she was little. Dom removes his ball cap and Mariah panics. He questions her, and she explains it's for the game. They have to make it to their final hideout. Dom keeps asking about his parents. Mariah keeps stringing the kid along, but he misses his mom and dad. She lies that he'll see them soon and distracts him with a chocolate sundae. This doesn't last long and he asks, how much longer? She says, soon, Bowie. At Billy's place, Phyllis tells him they're losing everything. She explains that Victor's put Lily and the kids in a hotel room in Los Angeles and Kane is freaking out. He's giving everything back to Victor. Billy can't blame Kane, but Phyllis argues that Victor is desperate and doesn't pose a real threat to Lily. She will not lose control of Newman Enterprises, and knows he feels the same way about Chancellor. We're the same, she croons. Phyllis has a plan to stop Kane from giving Victor back the company, and she needs Billy's help. Billy questions following Phyllis into the fire. She works hard to convince him they need to come together on this and promises not to screw him over. Billy agrees on one condition. Chancellor is his, and Sally gets Newman Media. Phyllis doesn't like the Sally part, but agrees. She sends Billy to go distract the Newmans while she sets things in motion. At the ranch, Victor tells Kane he won't release his family until the company is back in his hand. Kane criticizes the Newmans for not being there for Abby during Dom's kidnapping. Adam asks, what's it going to be, Kane? Ashby says the exchange will have to happen simultaneously. He needs 2 hours to prepare to sign it over. After he leaves, Adam asks Victor what Lily's cooperation has cost them. Victor exasperates his family by withholding the details. Nikki hopes he won't screw Lily over again. He declares she'll get everything she was promised. After Vic leaves the room, Nikki and his kids worry about why he doesn't want to tell them. By the time Billy arrives, Victor's rejoined the family. The abbot claims that Kane plans to double-cross the mustache, big time. He reveals that Kane plans to transfer the assets and return them a shell. The Newmans question why he'd tell them. Billy says Kane and Phyllis cut him out, this is revenge. Adam's skeptical, and Nikki wonders if he expects Chancellor from them. Billy denies it. This is only about payback on Kane and Phyllis. He also wants to make sure Lily's okay. Adam questions his concern, and Victor tells him he can leave now. Nick stands to show him to the door. Once Billy's gone, Victor and the family take a call from Abby with the latest update. After, Victor sighs about Ashby having him so distracted. He wonders what the scene with Billy Boy was all about. Victoria believes it was an attempt to distract them. Victor agrees, they're up to something. On the Kane train, he picks up his phone and calls Amanda to draw up paperwork transferring Newman Enterprises back to Victor. He also gives orders to destroy the AI program completely. As he disconnects, Phyllis appears. Phyllis claims she understands now that he needs to save his family. She may have already lost Summer and Daniel won't let her see Lucy. Kane notes her very quick turnaround. What gives, Phyllis? Phyllis shrugs that sometimes you have to cut your losses. They found each other, which means something to her. They pulled. Billy enters and Phyllis tells him he'll be out long enough for her to get into the system and transfer everything into her name. Billy reminds her about Chancellor and Newman Media. Sharon arrives at the Chancellor mansion and learns they're flying out to Oklahoma. Devon suggests she come with them to help if they find Mariah. Sharon doesn't understand what her daughter is thinking, she's on the run and being hunted by the feds. She agrees to come along. At the Chancellor Mansion, Abby clutches Devon, who assures her they'll get their son back. This is real. Elsewhere in the mansion, Sharon tells Burrow she feels guilty for letting Mariah down. She needed her and she wasn't there. Crying, Sharon recalls how she was distracted by Matt Clark. Burrow promises when they find Mariah, she'll be treated with care. In the diner, Dom grills Mariah about where they're going. She announces a change in plans. "I'm taking you to a whole different country." She lies that his parents will meet them there. At the ranch, Adam is uneasy about Billy's story. Nick decides to track down Phyllis. Victoria will go see Kane. Nikki urges them to be careful. Victor intones that the only people in danger will be Billy, Phyllis, and Kane if they double-cross him. On the train, Phyllis worries about Billy leaving the Newmans suspicious. He says he did what she told him to do. Urging her to get to work, he warns against screwing him over. Phyllis replies that the only people getting screwed over are Victor and Kane. Next on The Young and the Restless. For more teasers, see the